What is up, guys? We're gonna be doing another video on this thing because, like I said in the last video, we were just waiting on coding to come back, and it's ready. Today's Tuesday. That's the day that they said it was gonna be done. I gotta go to JDL to drop off some parts for another turbo kit that I'm doing, so they can weld the bung on the oil pan. And right next to them is the coating place, so I'm gonna go down there, get my coated stuff, and go do the JDL thing that I gotta do. Come back, and hopefully we can get this turbo installed. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, today's the day we pick up our hot parts from, I think it's called CBI, so Custom Finishing, or CFI, Custom Finishings Incorporated. They're also here with Custom Thermal Coatings. They got two businesses in the same location, but let me show you guys how the parts came out. Look at that. They're getting the rest of the stuff out for me, but maybe I should pull it out. So we got all the stuff back from coating. Got it all laid out here. I want to put the turbo back together, get everything installed into the car. I'm excited. Got the wastegate here and a bunch of the clamps that we need. So I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse so you guys can see me put the turbo together. All right, we got the turbo put together. I'll show you guys what I got going on here. I went ahead and mounted the oil feed because that might be really hard to get in there when the turbo's done. This part is gonna be a lot simpler. I also mounted the water lines just to see how those are gonna go. These are just like the AN fittings for the water lines. Make sure I got some good clearance. Put the clamp in a different location, kind of lands up here. And I clocked the turbo of how it was before. So now what I gotta do is, I believe I'm gonna mount the manifold to the hot side and then put it all in one piece like that. And the downpipe I could probably do separately because I believe that's how I removed it. So do it the same way. It was fairly simple. Got the orientation, got everything clocked properly. I got this to line up perfectly with the drain. Got the oil feed ready to go. Now I'm looking at the water lines. I also put the water lines on this thing. So they're like some AN6 fittings since I'm gonna be running AN6 through everything. I believe these are like 1/8 NTP. So that's just the adapters that I got to be able to run the same line. I ordered some more 90s because kit only came with 2. So This should be in today, so we could finish up all of the water, so we can have water to the turbo and the wastegate, because why not? I mean, might as well go that extra step and do that for this build, since I'm going to be pushing quite a bit of power. I'm guessing there's a reason why they have that. We usually don't hook that up on any of the turbo kits we do. Haven't seen a problem, but they're not going to be pushing it as hard as I am. I was checking out the wastegate, and check that out. It's chrome even all the way inside. So it gets double coated on the inside as well, which is crazy that they run this Cerakote through everything. I'll show you guys here. There you go. And so not only does it have heat coating through the outside, it has it on the inside, which is completely nuts. This is looking great. Look, you guys can see yourself. Anyways, I'm gonna be setting up the wastegate, mounting it on here just because it's easier to do with it on. I've been taking this in and out, fits just fine, which is great. That's what I love about the K. And then I can try to figure out how it all goes by the downpipe, and probably set up the water line since it's all here. I ordered some heat sleeve so we can wrap the hoses in the heat sleeve, so that should be here later on today as well. So that way it'll all be protected, and you know, make sure it doesn't fail in the future when we're sending it. All right, so I got it all figured out where the wastegate's gonna go, what angle. I had to swap over the little nipple from here to here just because that's gonna be like in the way of the header. This one, I gotta put a heat sleeve on it, but essentially it's gonna go from engine to the other side of the turbo. It's gonna come out this side, go through the wastegate, and then from the wastegate, it'll come out and then go to the other side of the block. I figured I'd just make this so I don't have to remove anything under or behind the turbo. When I want to take this out, I could just unplug it here and on the other side, and this can stay, and it just makes it easier to get it in and out. I did order some heat sleeves, so this is going to be covered up. Regardless, we were Cerakoted here, and then there's like a big air gap, so we should be good. Let's go ahead and throw it back on now, because the tuner wants to come in a couple hours. He wants to come tonight, so I gotta do that, change the injectors. The fuel pump's already in there. I have the map. I'll do a little bit of things to it before we can get it running. All right, so I got the pipe back from JDL. There's a little mess up there, but we moved the IAT sensor over here next to the blow-off. All right, we got the car on the lift now. We gotta put the downpipe. So we gotta hook it up to that. Look at my water line, it like fits perfectly. I kind of guesstimated it too, look. Like, it doesn't even touch the block or nothing, nice and separate. Here's the oil line. I gotta tighten these up because I just put them on by hand. But God, look at that. That looks crazy. That looks amazing. Wow. Excited. All right, guys, look what we just picked up for the BRZ. The guys were telling me I need 1300s, so I'll turn them around. ID 1300s. These are the XDS, so they're like the newer ones. They are actually on a Pro R, which means they don't exactly fit the fuel rail at the moment because they don't have any of the little top hat things. So if you look at them, they're just bare, so they don't got any add-ons. And the ones for the K have like a silver add-on on the top. So we just got to get that little adapter piece and we'll make them work. All right, guys, so I've been working on the BRZ. We got it all put together. And we put a tune in it. The tune is really weird. I had to like change the VE tables a lot, which is how the car sees fuel and air. And I had to drop them really low to get the car to turn on, which is weird. Or at least stay on idling. But now it idles. It was a little bit frustrating, so I didn't really record that stuff because I thought it was going to be the wideband. We took that apart, took apart the ECU, like where it was mounted, checked all the wires, make sure the O2 sensor was working, and we got it working. So it's on. One of the things I did since the tuner was coming was I just depinned the factory connectors, which are these ones. These go to the factory injectors. I just depinned them and I just kind of stuck them into the new 1300 injectors. But the 1300 injectors come with their own connectors and pins. So I'm going to go ahead and repin the little harness so that way we can have a nice watertight seal when we plug them in. So here we are. The injectors are installed, all connected. The adapters came in. Those are those little black anodized pieces there with that clip to be able to fit the standard body into the Honda setup. So that's all done. And then with the Hellcat fuel pump 1300s, Garrett GT, or actually just a G35-900, and an engine that just can handle boost. This thing should be making some pretty good power. We should be above 500 for sure. They say we can get it to 600. The idea is to just throw like 15 pounds of boost at it and then just run it like that. If I get the need for a little bit more, I could add a boost controller or change the wastegate spring. But I think I'll be happy with that. This car is going to be really enjoyable. Just fun overall. So, yeah. So, you know, tuning it was something that I really needed for me to like kind of get that feeling back, enjoy it. And right now the car is set up with a tune that's not fully complete. We have it on 91. We have, I believe, very low timing. So, you know, the more timing you add to it, the faster the car will get, depending on, you know, what the tuner sees. He's got it in a safe mode right now. It's probably running a little bit rich to keep it on the safe mode. That way I can still drive it, get some boost in, and just enjoy the car. The car feels good so far. The tuner is a busy guy. He's doing some other stuff, so once he gets a little bit more time, he'll edit my tune. This is kind of like a fun project for him, so he's hooking it up for a really good deal, actually. I mean, I send him so much customers that he's gonna hook it up and just not really charge me. He wants to probably use this car as one of his examples for people that if they get a K and they want a turbo, this car's set up, and you know, if they want something similar, he'll hook them up, get them with a good tune. So I'm not gonna put any footage of it driving because I didn't record any footage of it driving while we were testing it. But in the next video, you guys will see the car, you know, driving, boosting, hearing a little bit of noises. I did give someone a ride that was here helping me, and the car just feels amazing. He was a lot more impressed with the suspension setup. You know, how the car feels around corners and overall, but the power was also there, which was great. I did change my little adapter for the transmission on the shifter because the IRP kind of gets a little bit jammed if you have it the way K-Power does it. So we just flipped it around and that solved that issue. So it was kind of hard to get in reverse before. So driving it now is actually so much better than it was when we had an NA, just because of that shifting thing, because sometimes it was kind of hard to get into second, but now it's not a problem at all. So car is doing amazing. I'm excited, and yeah, let's go. We need to get an E85 tune, make some big power, and make some videos, go to shows, go to meets, go to racing events. And you know, it's been a while since I've been without a fast car, so it's gonna be fun to have this thing to go do that. And it's registered and insured, so I could literally just scrap it and drive it right now if I wanted to, which is really, really nice. But obviously we still gotta finish painting the kit and yada yada, you know, a bunch of stuff that we gotta do. But I'm gonna keep you guys updated. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys have a great day.